Scroll deeper, don't stop at the veil. Official news, straight lies. Open your eyes, see what's real. Dead of night, screen lights up, the dark room glow. Notification screen, wake up, Epstein's alive on the low. Media yells, fake news, but the file spit the truth. The lead pulling strings, it's no dream, it's the proof. Algorithms build bubbles, but those bubbles crack wide. Q drops names, deep fakes, still faces. Turn the tide, power pedals running the show. Slowly taking control.
Frida, think about how strange the historical chronology is between 800 and 1000 AD. It's a period that seems empty, almost unreal. Very few concrete events, very few original documents. And when there are some, they look copied or adjusted later. The phantom time theory, proposed by Heribert Illig in the 1990s in his book Das erfundene Mittelalter, says exactly this. Those centuries never existed. They were invented from scratch by a small circle of power. Do you know who Heribert Illig is?
Sure, I'm not some typical doll. He's a graphic designer, photographer, and publisher from Munich, born in 1947. He founded and directed the small publishing house Mantis Verlag, still active, specialized in books on history, chronological revisionism, and alternative theories. His main activity from 1991 onward has been promoting his works on the phantom time hypothesis and other theories. Heribert Illig claims that from 614 to 911 AD, there was practically nothing real. It's an invented gap of 297 years. According to him, Otto III, the Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire, Pope Sylvester II, a mathematician and astronomer who was also his advisor, and the Byzantine Emperor Constantine VII orchestrated this falsification. The goal was to make their reign coincide exactly with the year 1000 AD, a symbolic year, the millennium, which in the mentality of the time meant the arrival of the end of the world or a new era. They wanted to present themselves as almost divine figures, chosen to lead humanity in that crucial moment, and to do so, they simply stretched history by 3 centuries, inventing events, rulers, and documents that never existed.
Exactly. And here come the most concrete proofs: coins and inscriptions. In ancient and early medieval times, dates weren't written like today, with clear Arabic or Roman numerals. They used full religious formulas like Anno Domini Jesu Christi, Year of the Lord Jesus Christ, which over time became just A.J., Anno Jesu. Over the years, the abbreviation got even shorter, leaving only the letter J before indicating the current year. The J of Jesus in certain ancient alphabets like Gothic or Carolingian minuscule looked very much like the uppercase I. And that I was interpreted as the Roman numeral 1, meaning 1. From Anno 1 to Anno 1000 was a short step for those who had an interest in making it happen. Carolingian coins, for example, attributed to Charlemagne in the 800s AD, go from Christian symbols like XPI, abbreviation for Christus, to numerical dates that look added later. Illig says these coins are forgeries created in a later era to give credibility to an empire that in reality didn't exist in that period.
So, according to Illig, it's not just a writing error, but an intentional manipulation. And the documents? In manuscripts like the Code of Justinian or Carolingian Annals, dates are Anno ab Incarnatione Domini, year from the incarnation of the Lord, abbreviated AID, then reduced to AI. The theory sees precisely in this progressive simplification the trick to turn a religious formula into a number that adds entire centuries.
The result is a deliberately inflated chronology. Charlemagne becomes a character built on purpose to fill that void. His coins, his inscriptions, his documents, they're all artifacts created later to give credibility to an empire that, in reality, didn't exist in that way.
And the non-European historical records?
Those from the Chinese Tang dynasty or the Arab Abbasids speak of events that should fall in the ghost period. But often, they don't perfectly match European dates or seem copied or influenced later. The Tang dynasty, which ruled from 618 to 907 AD, has extremely precise astronomical records. For example, the total solar eclipse of July 27, 634 AD, is described with exact time, position, and duration, visible in central China. If we remove the 297 invented years, the date becomes 337 AD. And for 337 AD, modern calculations, like those from NASA or astronomical software, confirm a total solar eclipse visible in Central Asia, with characteristics similar to those described in the Tang: time, duration, position. Illig says the real eclipse is the one in 337 AD. Now look at the Arabs of the Abbasid family, from 750 to 1258 AD. An empire with rich chronicles like those of al-Tabari. Take Harun al-Rashid, caliph from 786 to 809 AD, famous for his correspondence with Charlemagne. The Abbasids had brilliant astronomers. The Arab eclipses of the 9th century, like those recorded by al-Biruni, don't match European tables of the time. But if you reduce the chronology by 297 years, everything fits. The total lunar eclipse recorded in Baghdad in 840 AD during al-Mutasim. A completely darkened moon, visible for several hours, described as blood or dark red. Shifting back 297 years, it becomes 543 AD. And right in that year, there is a total lunar eclipse confirmed by modern calculations and contemporary Chinese observations. Coincidence again? The partial solar eclipse visible in Iraq and Persia in 912 AD during al-Muqtadir. Visible at dawn, short duration, annotated with hourly precision. If we subtract 297 years from 912 AD, it falls in 615 AD, and there, modern calculations show similar eclipses. But the point is this: if they manipulated time in ancient times in this way, we must review everything that happened afterward, right?
It's a house of cards. If you pull out those invented years, the entire early Middle Ages collapse. It's an idea that scares, but it makes you think. People, verify with your own head. Don't blindly believe either the mainstream version or the counter-information. We recommend you research personally. We leave our sources at the end of the video. See you in the next episode.
Da habe ich also meine Arbeitshypothese so definiert: 297 Jahre sind übersprungen worden, zwischen 614 und 911. Aber wir finden das auch in der Antike. Auch dort sind Phantomzeiten kreiert worden, die man dadurch erkennt, dass es zwar fantastische Erzählungen, buchstäblich und im doppelten Sinne fantastische Erzählungen von Geschichte gibt, natürlich Bücher, es gibt Heldenerzählungen und alles Mögliche.